So, be honest with me. Do I have any chronic late people in the house? Or do I have any almost late but right on time people? Or do I have any, oh my gosh, I'm sweating bullets and my heart is beating so fast because I'm rushing to get somewhere because I know I'm going to be late people? Well, guess what? You're not alone. That's me. And in any type of situation, especially when it comes to auditions and prep classes and workshops, being late is a big no-no. And it's mistake number 5 in our series around the top 10 terrible audition mistakes that you don't want to make. So in this video, I am going to help you avoid this mistake. So before I get into the heart of the video, let me just kind of set the stage and recap where we are. So this is mistake number 5 when it comes to our top 10 terrible audition mistakes. We are at the midway point, and it's all about being late for workshops, prep classes, auditions, interviews, clinics, anything that has to do with the audition process. You really have to think of this entire process beginning to end as a job interview, and you would never walk into a job interview late, so you should never walk into a prep class or a workshop or anything associated with the team late. Why is this so important? So I definitely think this is a no-brainer, but just in case, let me tell you, it's just not acceptable. It's rude. So think about if you're at auditions and they've already started learning the choreography and you come in late. That is extremely rude, and not only that, but you're going to be behind because you likely missed a couple of 8 counts. It also gives the coaches and the directors a small indication of what might happen during the season. So if you're chronically late for prep classes or even auditions, then it's an indication that you could be late during the season, and they're definitely not going to want to put someone on their team that runs the potential of being a problem child. Also, when you think about it, like I said, this is a job, so you really want to make sure that you're on time and you treat it extremely seriously. And not only that, but whenever you're running late, don't you feel frustrated and anxious and literally, like I said at the beginning, you're sweating bullets and your heart is beating fast because you know that you're late, and you really know that you shouldn't be, but you just did not set yourself up for success to arrive on time. So it's just really, really important that you arrive on time. And when I was a Redskins cheerleader, on time for us was 15 minutes early. So you always want to pretty much try to figure out a way to be early or on time, but definitely not late. And when you think about your life in general, and even obviously the audition process, it really does give you more time to relax and just chill out while you are in transit to wherever you're going. In an audition scenario, if you happen to get there early, that's wonderful because you can touch up your makeup, you can stretch, you can talk to some other people to get your nerves down, so you can start practicing routines or material that you learned at a prior prep class or the day before at auditions. It also shows that you're serious and very dedicated to the process and to the organization, which obviously is a great thing. And it shows that you're organized, that you respect other people and other people's time, and you have good time management skills. So that pretty much could be our video, right? But I wanted to take it a step further. I wanted to really give you some tips on how to manage your time and how to be punctual. So these are my top tips for being on time. And I have to admit that because this is a problem of mine, doing this research for you for this video actually helped me out, and I'm gonna put a lot of these tips into practice. And because this isn't something that I'm an expert in, I actually do have my notes, so I am going to be reading from my paper. So tip number 1, you have to make being prompt a priority. So you have to make being on time important to you. So the first step is just accepting and acknowledging that you have a problem. So that's the first step with any type of situation where maybe you're lacking or you have an OP or a weakness. It is acceptance. and realizing that it's not cute. It's not cute to arrive late. It's not cute to have your friends, your family, your coaches, directors, anyone waiting for you. So you have to make a commitment to drop the bad habit and really try to understand your why behind why you want to make this change. So in an audition scenario, if you're late for prep classes, then you know that that's setting a really bad tone. So your why could be that I want to make this team so bad that it is that important for me to change this bad habit, because I want to prove to the coaches that I'm a dependable, responsible person and will make an amazing teammate. So just figure out what your why is. Tip number 2, you need to overestimate how long it will take. So it could be any number of things. It could be how long it takes you to get ready to leave the house to get to where you need to go. So for me, for the most part, in my mind, I can take a shower, brush my teeth, do my makeup and get dressed in 20 minutes and be out the house, especially if I don't have to do full hair and makeup. Normally my hair is pin curled, so literally I take the pins out and I go. And on a day-to-day basis, I don't wear a lot of makeup. So 20 minutes tops. In actuality, it probably takes me more like 30 minutes. So I really need to start overestimating, and instead of only giving myself 20 minutes, I need to give myself 30 minutes to get ready. If you're not quite sure your true time to get ready, time yourself. Like literally put on your timer on your phone and just time yourself so that you really know how long it takes you. And then I would give yourself a couple of extra minutes. So really overestimate the time that it will take. Another example is overestimate the time it will take for you to get to your location. So I love the app Waze, because literally what I do is I put in the address and I'm like, okay, it's only gonna take me 38 minutes. So you would think that I would leave, and give myself 40 to 45 minutes so I have a little bit of a cushion. No, not me. I will give myself 36 minutes because I'm like, oh, I know I can make up those 2 minutes somewhere within that 38 minutes. No, 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 no. You have to overestimate. So if it says 38 minutes, that's what it takes at that moment in time. Well, in 30 minutes when you're finally ready to leave the house, you never know, something could have happened. And if you don't allow like that overestimation and how long it will take you to get there, that could really end up hurting you and you could end up being late. Tip number 3. Give yourself a time cushion. So this, falls right after tip number 2. So once you kind of figure out exactly how long it will take you to get ready, how long it will take you to get to your destination, add some buffer in there. Add 5 or 10 minutes and just give yourself a time cushion. So schedule to arrive at least 15 minutes early. And if you know it's going to take you 30 minutes to get there, maybe instead of leaving with 30 minutes, give yourself 40 or 45 minutes, and then schedule obviously to leave your house or wherever you are early as well. So just put in a cushion. And if you just give yourself 10 minutes and 10 minutes or 15 minutes and 15 minutes, then you've already put in a 20-minute cushion or a 30-minute cushion. Tip number 4. Be ruthless with your to-do list. So let me explain this. One reason that I know that I'm always late is because I feel like, oh wait, I can get this done really quick before I leave the house. Or oh, let me just check off this one little thing on my to-do list really quick before I leave the house. And I try to just get too much done in a short period of time. And sometimes it's just not possible. So you literally need to look at your to-do list. You need to look at the things that you need to do before you leave work, or the things that you need to do around the house, or the errands that you need to run that day, and prioritize what is most important. And then say, okay, by this time, if I am not done with my top 3, then guess what? Oh well, because I have to leave because it's that important that I am on time. So you really have to try to make sure that you don't cram too much in a small period of time. I am so guilty of this. So I am definitely going to try to prioritize my to-do list. And in some situations, I'm just gonna have to say no to certain things as well. All right, the next tip, number 5, be prepared to be on time. So you have to prepare to be on time. And what I mean by this is the night before, go ahead and lay out the clothes that you're gonna wear for the next day, whether that's going to work or whether it's auditions or your interview round or whatever it is, prep class. Go ahead and have all of that laid out. pack up your bag. Make sure that you have everything that you need for the day. Go ahead and pre-prepare your lunch the night before or your breakfast. See if you can prepare something, put it in the refrigerator so that when you wake up in the morning, you can just go. Or you know how I am, I always drink my Shakeology in the morning. So that literally takes me 2 minutes. But if I wanted more for breakfast, then maybe I need to prepare that the night before. So whatever you can do, pack up your briefcase, whatever you need for work, whatever you need for the entire day, do it the night before. Prepare yourself to be on time. And then my last tip number 6, set an alarm or set reminders. And then when that alarm or that reminder goes off, you must stop, drop, and get out of the house. So literally when the alarm goes off, don't allow yourself to say, oh wait, let me just finish this quick little email, or oh wait, let me reply to this email, or hold on 1 second, I just need to do this really fast before I go upstairs to start getting ready. Do not allow yourself to do that. If you aren't able to finish whatever it is that you're working on once that alarm goes off, then you just have to stop. And make sure that you set that alarm with a cushion. So make sure that if you know yourself, give yourself a 5-minute snooze or a 10-minute snooze. But when that alarm goes off, I highly encourage you to just put everything down and go ahead and focus on where you need to go. And again, this is just really important in any situation, but especially the audition situation, because you want to set a very positive tone. You have to be on time to games. You have to be on time to practices, appearances, promotions, anything associated with the team. That is your job. Your job is to show up on time and show up looking amazing and giving 110%. And part of that obviously is showing up on time. So that was mistake number 5, being late for workshops, prep classes, auditions, interviews, or anything associated with the audition process. So hopefully those top tips to be on time will help you. I know that I'm going to try to implement them and use some of them because I do it to myself all of the time. I'm rushing, trying to get to where I need to be, and most of the time I am right on time, but I don't want to feel that way anymore. I want to have a relaxed drive to wherever I am going. I want to be at ease when I arrive. I don't want to be all flustered, and you don't want that for yourself, especially in an audition situation. All right, well that is it. I hope that was very helpful to you. If you have any other practices or tips or things that you're doing to help you stay on time and stay on task, please note them below. Give us a thumbs up. We would love that. Subscribe, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Head on over to our blog as well, the Top 10 Terrible Audition Mistakes. Read the blog and then grab our freebie. It has action sheets and cheat sheets and a whole bunch of resources for you to help you out, to make sure that you avoid all of these audition mistakes. And of course, next week we will be coming up and discussing mistake number 6. So in the meantime, like I said, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Please connect with us on social media and visit us at sidelineprep.com. All right, I hope you have a wonderful day and I will talk to you later. Bye.